gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, Within Temptation.
Hello, my name is Harrison. I'm from Twin Musics Media Australia, twinmusics.com.
Wow.
And my question to you is, if you could have, it's our signature question, if you could have any band in the world, living or dead, cover one of your songs, which band would you choose and which song would you choose? And would you have them try and do it in your style, or would they do it in their style?
Wow.
You first.
What a question. Awesome
Original question, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, is it your signature? Yeah.
I would like to hear The Heart of Everything with Pantera. That would be interesting.
Good choice.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have?
The Reckoning by Nirvana is totally different than their style, but
Yeah.
you know, I'm a big fan of Nirvana, my first love actually. So, and one of my favorite songs of her own, that will be the one.
I am Frédéric from France, from the internet site Hard Rock Evo. My question is for Sharon. So you made a solo album, Indigo, and the question is this experience influence the sonority of the new album of the group Resist?
Yes, it did. Especially the way we recorded My Indigo was helpful for the Resist album because it's we worked with different sounds and different way of producing the album. So that really helped. It became a little bit more modern way of how new bands are working in studio. So yeah, thank you.
Okay, I'm Antoine for Weird Sound. My question is for both of you. Speaking about Resist in Metal Hammer, you said our main goal was to collect pieces from sound we did like, then roughen the whole thing up as much as we could, allowing us to shape a new musical world that is heavier, dirtier, and more futuristic, than we've ever created before. Do you feel like you've succeeded to give fresh, rebellious sleaze with Resist?
I think we did make a step forward towards a more modern sound. You know, we've been around for almost 25 years, and then it's difficult to go through evolution every time we try. But I think we succeeded with Resist with the first step, but hopefully with the next album, which we're going to work on soon, we're going to try to expand our development. And we know how to do it now, more or less. And hopefully we can make a bigger change even with the next album.
Yeah, take it one step further.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, I am Dima, Antichrist Metals in Ukraine. What was the difference between writing process for My Indigo and Resist? Thank you.
The differences?
Yes, the
Okay.
differences between writing process for My Indigo and Resist album.
Well, for the My Indigo album, I really had to get out of my comfort zone because it's a totally different kind of music style, and I didn't know it, but I just wanted to make something totally different than Within Temptation kind of music. And for Within Temptation, you still look at inspiration for the heavy bands that are around, and but also in combination with bands that are not in your genre. They were very inspiring also, especially the way they record their albums and how they use the certain sounds that they do. And incorporating that into our own music, it became something new that we didn't do before, I think. You're welcome.
Hello, Alexandre for Unidiver in France. Question for you, Sharon. Last January, you Within Temptation posted a tweet which annoyed you about a magazine cover which was entitled Mama Metal. My question is, it's difficult for a woman today to be a part of the metal universe music? Thank you.
I never experienced it as being difficult being in metal. I've always felt very welcome because we did something new and people appreciated that. So I've always felt a lot of respect from everybody. But sometimes people who are not in the metal scene don't understand that you can't say certain things. If you're an English magazine saying, you know, something like that, then it's somehow cool. But when a Dutch magazine says the same thing, it doesn't have the same ring to it because it's in different language. You have a different, it's being explained in a different way. And this was a bit degrading. And I think, especially because it was a TV magazine who doesn't understand the scene at all, should know a little bit better how to think a little bit about what kind of phrases they use. And I think, especially nowadays. But personally, I've always felt very our music and also myself felt very respected by everyone in the metal scene so far.
Hello again. My question is on behalf of my friend here who doesn't speak English. What inspired you to get into writing in this genre of music? Why metal?
Well, because just love metal, probably. For me, that's it. Yeah.
Well, the thing is that where we came from originally, we were actually growing up with the death metal scene, and there wasn't a lot of melody at the time when we grew up in metal music. So eventually we heard Paradise Lost, and they were one of the first using a female vocal with the album Gothic. They had this opera singer, and we were just blown away by that combination because they were experimenting a lot with normal vocals, still having this death metal kind of vibe to it, with the growling voices, and they had this girl singer, and it was like, wow. But they never continued that, and in combination with the Dead Can Dance that we love, the band Dead Can Dance, and Clanet, so the folk kind of thing, that combination made for us like the outlet to make the wood imitation kind of music that we do nowadays, but with the heavy guitars with it.
Hi, I'm Eva from Festelix Netherlands. My question is, what do you think of tonight's lineup with all the 80s music and then you are somewhere in between that?
I really love the mix. It's always nice to have a lot of different types of bands. I look forward to watching ZZ Top, for example. It's really different from what we do.
I totally agree. I love the lineup. It's really good.
Hello, Sharon. My name is Jean from Radio Panic Brussels. About your album, do you want to invite many guests as a duet?
But which one do you mean? You mean Resist album? Or?
Yes, Resist album.
If you want to have more guest vocalists, you mean?
Yes.
With a new one? Oh, the new one. We're not that far yet. We're going to start after the summer. We're going to start writing new songs again. And Stefan is going to join that. And we're going to see where it's going to end. And maybe if we need something, a certain kind of typical voice for a certain song, yeah, we're always open for that. I think it gives a lot of more color to our music to have different vocalists on it. You know, I can only do it as much as I can. But sometimes it's nice to have a different color of voice that can bring a different part to a story.
Yeah, it's about what the song needs, pretty much.
Hello, I'm Elliot. I'm writing for a personal blog over here. There have been some featurings on your last album. Do you plan working with other artists on your future album, or which artist would you like to work with on your future album for featuring, for example?
It was actually the same question, but it's like, it doesn't matter, the sound is a bit difficult. We always look at what the song needs, and we're always open for working with people together, working with other people. And it just depends on what kind of song you have written and what kind of vocalist you will ask. And there's so many talented people out there, so I don't know, do you have any preferences?
I can't think of none right now. Nah.
What the song needs.
Okay, it's me again. I have another question. How do you act and react in a mad world, more particularly regarding climate and social urgency?
You mean what the relationship is to the song Mad World and...
Yeah, how would you react in this mad world regarding these urgencies?
Do you understand the question?
Regarding social and climate
Yeah,
urgencies.
those subjects were in the video. You mean? Yeah. Well, I think we're very much at the border of making. You had the Industrial Revolution at the time. I think now there's a time that we're having to decide how we want to see the future for the next generations, and I think we have to make very difficult choices. Also, politics-wise, environmental, many things on many levels, and I think the urgency is very high. So that's why we wrote this album, actually. So, but you can't put all these subjects in songs of 5 minutes, but with interviews we can do a lot more, and it's just our own personal view on things, and we're just a little brick in the wall, hopefully.
Hello, I'm there. I'm Carlos.
Oh, sorry. Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Carlos from TF1, the first channel in France from TV. It's a question from my son here. He's 11, and he's often asked me the same question. Is it very hard, or it's harder to be a singer, a female singer in a band from metal business or rock business?
No, I don't think so. I think, like I said before, I've always felt very appreciated in the metal scene. Maybe also because we did something new, and when we started, not that many women were there yet. But I've always felt very appreciated. People liked the fact that we did something different and with a female vocal, which wasn't that common at the time. So, good question.
It's easier.
Yeah, it's easier.
Yeah, it's me again. You said in one interview that you need to represent some songs every night, and so you want them to be about something special, something that you find important. But when you repeat this, you repeat some songs many times, it doesn't depreciate them. It don't make them less valuable for you.
Well, no, because I still enjoy it, because every night it's different, and you repeat, of course, a lot of songs every night when you're playing in a tour or anything. But that's also why we try to have a bit of variety within the songs. But it's, especially with the new album, I really think it's good to have these songs, and I enjoy playing them very much. So no, there's no problem at all for me.
Yeah, and the songs are still valid, so to speak, in the terms of what they are about. So, yeah.
You're welcome.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Liz from Twin Music. What's your favorite memory of watching a different band perform live?
Well, I think that would be for me Metallica. What festival was that? A long time ago, 2011, I think.
Yeah.
No, it was in Spain.
In Spain?
Yeah,
that was amazing. In Madrid we played.
They did the Black Album tour again.
Yeah.
Or the revival thing. Yeah, that was great.
Hi Sharon, hi Stefan. I'm just a fan. Why on live there is no voice of Jacoby Shaddix on the recording compared to What Have You Done? Or Paradise with Taya?
Well, because we didn't decide for him to be on the record actually 2 weeks before the video was shot, and he was working on his own album, so he couldn't participate in the video that we shot at the time. And eventually he was supposed to do something afterwards, but that never happened eventually. So, but it doesn't matter because, everybody knows he sang it, so it's fine.
Hi. Obviously, you've got a lot of fans here today, and you've got fans all around the world. Could you tell us a story that sticks out in your mind as one of your favorite interactions with the fans?
Let me think. There's so many.
That's so difficult.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's not completely your question, but what I found the biggest compliment for me as a member of the band was when we broke through with our album Mother Earth. That was really a public's choice because nobody wanted to play us on the radio. And then the voice of the people who really liked it started voting for us without us pushing it behind it. There was nothing behind it from us, but they were really wanted to hear the song and see the video that we made. And that's how we got a step further in our career also. It made things so much easier making the new album and stuff like that, and making a real video for the first time. It all happened because our fans supported us at that time. And I still feel that support a lot of times again when there's something that we need. They were always appreciated and always very much involved with helping us out. And this was a way that we weren't behind it, but they voted on the radio, they start requesting stuff. And that was really, I think, the biggest compliment you can get as a band, I think.
I'm gonna take one last question over here.
Hi, Alice for Helsin magazine. Do you think for on future do a new album as a hunter but with modern side, combine electronic side with grow as many bands now do?
I can't hear the questions.
Do you think do an album as a hunter in the future with you say modern side, grow and electronic things? No.
Sorry. Yeah.
Do you think about making another album like The Hunter? Are you planning on maybe using more growls in the future?
Oh, growling voices and stuff like that. Well, things do come back sometimes. And at this moment we don't yet know yet, but we're open for everything, and we just do what we feels right and what we like doing, and we never feel anything like that to be something we must do for fans. We just want to follow our own direction, and if it feels good, we'll probably do it again.
Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. Within Temptation.
Do you want to stay like 2 minutes? Because after you got the interview? Okay, you got 5 minutes, so if you want to take signings, no selfie, just don't stop, you just take pictures around, okay, 5 minutes.
Vous pouvez passer devant là pour faire signer un CD ou quelque chose, mais pas de selfie. Et on passe devant, merci.